Most people don't realize how much their SUV actually costs them each year. When you add up maintenance, insurance, and gas, you're looking at around $9,000 annually, and that's just average. But here's the good news. Some SUVs are built so tough that they'll last you 300,000 miles and beyond without breaking the bank. I'm talking about vehicles that keep their value, cost less to insure, and rarely need major repairs. Today, I'm counting down the top 3 SUVs that'll save you money in the long run, and I'll tell you exactly which years to look for and which ones to skip. At number 3, we have the Acura RDX. And honestly, most people don't even consider this one. They see the Acura badge and think it's going to cost a fortune to maintain. That's actually not true at all. From 2013 to 2018, Acura built the RDX using Honda's 3.5-litre V6 engine, the same basic engine family that goes into a bunch of Honda and Acura vehicles. The difference is that Acura tweaked it to make more power. They also used a 6-speed automatic transmission that Honda had already tested for years. So you're getting reliable Honda parts dressed up in a nicer package. And that package is actually pretty nice. You get better materials inside, less road noise, and more features than you'd find in a regular Honda. It's like getting a Honda that someone upgraded for you. JD Power gives the 2018 RDX a reliability score of 3.5 out of 5, which is better than average for luxury compact SUVs. That's a solid rating, especially when you compare it to other luxury brands. What really matters is what actual owners are saying. Lots of RDX drivers report making it to 150,000 miles with just the basic stuff like oil changes, new tires, and brake pads. That's it. Now try that with a BMW X3 or Audi Q5 and you're probably looking at a $1,200 bill just for normal service. Price-wise, you can find a 2016 RDX for around $18,000 to $22,000 right now, depending on how many miles it has. That's about the same price as a used RAV4, but you're getting a lot more luxury features. Insurance is usually reasonable too. Since the RDX isn't stolen as often as German luxury SUVs, and parts don't cost as much as BMW or Mercedes parts, most insurance companies charge somewhere between regular and luxury rates. You're not paying top-dollar premiums. If you're shopping for one, go for a 2016 or 2017. By then, Acura had fixed the early bugs, the technology was updated, and prices have come down a lot. Just make sure you check the service records, because this engine needs oil changes every 5,000 to 7,500 miles to stay healthy. One thing to watch out for: some 2013 models had issues where the screen would freeze up. Acura put out fixes for it, but when you test drive any RDX, make sure to test every button and screen to be safe. Coming in at number 2 is the Mazda CX-5, and I know what you're thinking. Mazda isn't known for reliability like Toyota or Honda, but the CX-5 has actually proven itself to be one of the most reliable compact SUVs you can buy. Here's what makes it different. Mazda uses a regular 6-speed automatic transmission instead of a CVT. That matters because most other brands switch to CVTs to save money, but those CVTs tend to fail around 100,000 miles. When they do, you're looking at a $3,000 plus repair bill. The CX-5 just keeps going. RepairPal gives the CX-5 a 4.5 out of 5 for reliability, and it ranks first out of 26 midsize SUVs. That beats the Nissan Rogue, Ford Escape, and Chevy Equinox. Owners are reporting the same thing. You'll see plenty of 2013 and 2014 CX-5s with over 180,000 miles still running on the original engine and transmission. The best years to buy are 2017 and newer. That's when Mazda updated the screen and added more safety features as standard. The 2013 to 2016 models are still good, but you might need to add a backup camera if it doesn't have one. One small issue: some 2016 and 2017 models had problems with the electronic parking brake sticking in cold weather. Mazda dealers fixed it under warranty, but if you're buying used, check that it was done. The only downside is space. The CX-5 has about 30 cubic feet of cargo room behind the back seats, compared to 37 in a CR-V. For most people that's plenty, but if you've got a big family or haul a lot of stuff, it might feel tight. At number 1, we have the Toyota RAV4, and honestly, nothing else comes close. This SUV dominates the market for one simple reason: It lasts longer than pretty much anything else out there. J.D. Power puts the RAV4 at the top for dependability every year. Consumer Reports gives it their best reliability ratings, but what really proves it is real people driving these things for 200,000, 250,000, and in a lot of cases, over 300,000 miles without any major problems. I'm talking about 2010 RAV4s that are still running on the same engine and transmission they came with from the factory. Same starter, same alternator. All they needed was regular oil changes every 5,000 miles, transmission fluid every 60,000 miles, and coolant when it was due. That's literally it. The money side of this goes way beyond just reliability. RAV4s hold their value better than almost any SUV. After 5 years, a Nissan Rogue or Ford Escape might be worth 45% of what it cost new. A RAV4, usually around 60 to 65%. That's a huge difference when you go to sell it. Insurance companies like RAV4s because they're safe and cheap to fix. The IIHS gives them top safety pick awards, and because Toyota makes so many of them, parts are everywhere and don't cost much. That usually means lower insurance payments every month. The hybrid version is really worth looking at. Toyota's hybrid system has been tested on millions of cars by now, and the RAV4 hybrid gets 41 miles per gallon in the city and 38 miles per gallon on the highway. That's really good for an SUV. The battery is covered for 8 years or 100,000 miles, and from what owners are saying, these batteries usually last way longer than that, often over 200,000 miles. If you're buying now, look at 2019 and newer models. That's the newest generation with better styling and updated tech, and prices have dropped enough to make them affordable. You're looking at about $24,000 to $28,000 for a 2019 or 2020 with reasonable mileage. If your budget is tighter, the 2013 to 2018 generation is still great. These usually sell for $15,000 to $20,000 depending on the year and condition, and they'll easily give you another 150,000 miles of solid service. The only weakness is how it drives. It's safe and comfortable, but it's not exciting. The steering doesn't give you much feedback. The ride is soft, and the base 4-cylinder engine sounds strained when you're trying to merge onto the highway. If you care about how fun your car is to drive, the Mazda CX-5 might be better. But if you just want the most reliable SUV with the lowest cost of ownership, the RAV4 wins every time. One important tip: follow Toyota's maintenance schedule exactly. These engines need oil changes every 5,000 miles, not the 10,000 miles some other brands claim. Use good quality oil, change your air filter when it's dirty, and keep up with transmission fluid. Do that and your RAV4 will outlast just about anything else on the road. Another big advantage is parts availability. Go to any auto parts store in the country and they'll have RAV4 parts on the shelf. Brake pads, filters, belts, it's all there, and it's all cheap because Toyota sells so many of these. That means you spend less time waiting and mechanics can work faster, which saves you money on labor. The aftermarket is huge too. You can find roof racks, floor mats, accessories, everything you need, all made specifically for your exact model year. Companies make this stuff because they know there are millions of RAV4s out there. There are also tons of RAV4 owner groups online where people share tips and help each other out. If something does go wrong, you can usually find someone who's dealt with the exact same issue and knows how to fix it. That saves you from getting overcharged at the dealership. Financing is easier too, because RAV4s hold their value so well. Banks and credit unions give you better interest rates. That can save you hundreds or thousands of dollars over the life of your loan, compared to buying something that loses value faster. These three SUVs keep running for years without costing you a fortune. The Acura RDX gives you luxury features without the crazy repair bills. The Mazda CX-5 is fun to drive and super reliable at the same time. And the Toyota RAV4 just outlasts everything while keeping its value better than almost any other SUV out there. Now I want to hear from you. Which one would you pick? Are you going for the luxury of the RDX, the handling of the CX-5, or the rock-solid reliability of the RAV4? Let me know in the comments below. And if this helped you out, hit that subscribe button. I put out videos like this every week, showing you how to get the most reliable cars for your money and avoid the ones that'll drain your wallet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.